Salut tout le monde, c'est Jeysterd, on se retrouve aujourd'hui pour l'épisode 2 de Game of Thrones. On va pas perdre plus de temps, on va y aller, ça sert à rien de encore parler pendant 100 ans. Puisqu'en soi, je vous ai déjà présenté le jeu dans la première vidéo, c'est pas magnifique ça. Si vous l'avez pas vu, n'hésitez pas à y retourner, hein. C'est juste quelque part around this. Tu choisis, tu prends l'épisode 1 et puis c'est parti. Ouais, continuez. Avec notre joli emblème.
Ethan? Ethan?
Ok, donc ça c'est Ethan, le nouveau Lord.
I couldn't find him. Could you?
Nope.
He hides too well. And if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I'm here. It's okay. Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
A stupid game. I don't like it.
Oh.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here.
Et pourquoi?
And I promise,
Enfin, pourquoi je
I'm
partirais?
not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
Elle fait de son mieux. Je pense qu'elle fait de son mieux pour rester en vie.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
Ah bah, il est intelligent aussi. Il est
Garrett is
intelligent.
smart.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
Ah ok. Ouais, bah ouais.
He calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets
Il me sous-estime.
himself.
Il me
He doesn't know
sous-estime.
me or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan,
Bah en fait,
you should let Sir Royland teach you how to
je
wield
lui
a
explique
sword,
maintenant ou
like-
j'attends un peu?
Like a
Parce
man.
que là...
He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to
Properly.
fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Je ne m'en souviens pas du tout.
Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
Mais lui,
It's
oui.
so much
Bah, en
fun.
même temps, ouais.
Then-
Je n'étais pas là, personnellement,
everything
moi,
changed.
physiquement.
Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I promise I won't change.
Good, because I'd rather have a brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
Et ouais. Qu'est-ce que tu crois, toi?
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that
Bah, si tu
simple.
veux.
It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
As many as you'd like, yes.
Really?
Of
Mais
course.
pourquoi elle fait la
Why
gueule?
not?
Ça va. Oh, c'est mignon. Ça va, c'est gentil.
You're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
Pourquoi? Faudra me dire.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitetail has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the
C'est-à-dire
Lord.
que je sais pas.
We really must go.
Oui, bah j'arrive.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Je vais pas rester là à vie, et de toute manière c'est moi le Lord, donc il faut bien que j'agisse. Attends monsieur, tu vas dans l'autre sens là, non? Ok, on est là. Check mon boule, man.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction.
T'inquiète, Paupiette.
There you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Je gère la fougère.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Alors, il ressemble à quoi? Oh, ça va, c'est un petit gros. Ça va. Ah va.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me.
Ouais, moi je te snob, moi. Ah d'accord, tu me craches comme ça. Quel bienvenu.
I may be young, but I'm not so easily fooled.
Ouh là là, il me plaît déjà.
Me, but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head. And no bread and salt. What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur.
On va pas se laisser faire là.
I should have expected as much.
Déjà tu descends. Tu descends d'un étage.
You little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord? You Foresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power.
Et on va pas changer comme ça, on va pas changer comme ça.
Bolton is the warden of the north.
Aye, and we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You cunt.
Lord Ethan.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy.
Ah si, tu vas bientôt avoir fini.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Oh, jolie coupe.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason? You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men? And a pig farm.
Oui, oui, j'admets, ouais.
How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the Lord of this house.
He was defending his family as any man would. But your men murdered them all.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. Soldiers worth 100 of
Ouh là
them
là.
type. Where's the fucking
J'adore ce
coward
type.
who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
He was sent to the wall.
Ah là, tu l'as dans le cul, hein.
Sent him to the wall. Answer me. Who's the one who did it?
I did.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy. And you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice.
On va pas se mentir, j'ai quand même la peur.
You'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
Quelle déduction, Sherlock.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady.
Ouais, connard.
Your losses and all, but this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
T'as compris?
This is over, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house.
Et pourquoi t'as hésité là?
Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice.
Je t'ai jamais menti, mec, hein. Je ne t'ai jamais menti, je t'ai tout dit. Hein.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
C'est ça. On défonce nous.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Mira. C'est que le début là, on va pas se laisser faire, hein. On va montrer qu'on est une maison qui mérite d'être en haut de l'échelle. Hein. Port-Réal, nous y sommes. Sentez-moi cette odeur de chiasse, ça pue la merde en fait. C'est ça, hein. C'est ce qui se dit dans la série, c'est que à Port-Réal, ça pue vraiment le caca. Ce qui est normal en fait. Parce qu'à l'époque, voilà quoi. On n'allait pas chier dans les bois. Ferrugier brut. Ah, un artiste. You quoi?
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos. Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular.
Tu as tellement perdu de temps à faire cette lettre que du coup, il pourra jamais la lire du coup.
I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
You can quoi? Ah d'accord, toi tu finis pas des lettres et tu t'arrêtes en plein milieu comme ça, juste you can et puis après pas de mots. Généralement on est d'accord, on s'arrête quand il y a des you can, I don't know, make it, maybe eat chocolate, I don't know. Lady Olenna, je crois que c'est sa sœur, Lady Marjorie. Je crois. Alors, où va-t-on? Gros livre, on s'en balèque. Une lettre.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Ok, donc on sert Lady Marjorie. Personnellement, elle a l'air plutôt sympathique, mais je sais pas, je me suis toujours méfié d'elle dans la série, donc je pense que c'est ce qu'on va faire là. Et je suppose que c'est elle. Oh bah déjà, tu attends. Je suis à ton service donc... Ah non, bonjour. Vas-y, entre. C'est l'heure de la touze.
Begging your pardon, lady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
Je vais bien, moi, je vais bien.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, my lady.
Oui, j'ai évité la question. Merci de l'information.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, my lady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
Voilà.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei? La biatch.
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but...
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
Mm-hmm.
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. But I thought you ought to know.
Thank you,
Most people don't tend to
Pepito.
notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Good night. La voilà,
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
la magnifique
I was
Lady
hoping there would be
Marjorie.
time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Dis-moi, dis-moi, dis-moi.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together.
Oh, merci.
You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
Comment ça? Elle me
She
connaît
was
pas?
very pleased with herself.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you and by
Ça
extension,
marche plutôt bien.
me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort for what I don't
Oh, elle est
know.
sérieuse, elle?
She's waiting for us
Pour quelque
now,
chose que
and
j'ai
I
rien fait
promised
du
I
tout?
would bring you to
Que j'ai
her.
pas fait
I
du tout?
wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
Ok.
I
Ok,
knew
ok.
I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Ok, ça promet. Dans ce genre de truc, faire la
See
guerre
if the
aussi
Queen Regent is ready
stratégiquement
to receive us.
par la parole. Donc on va y aller, on va dire, avec diplomatie. Et on va lui faire du lèche, mais de haut en bas. De la tête aux pieds.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You
Je
must
sais aussi,
feel
ouais.
one thing, but you must say another.
Ça va, tu me fais pas trop stresser.
Good luck.
Oh, merci. On en aura besoin, allez. Le stress monte. La tension est palpable. Ah la voilà. Avec Tyrion. C'est Tyrion. J'arrive, les amis.
You can do this.
Enfin, j'arrive, mon ami. L'autre, c'est une pute. Et là, elle se casse la gueule, tu sais. Ça serait trop marrant. Bref. Bonjour. Ils sont plutôt bien faits comme ça. Hein.
Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace?
Your Grace.
With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Bonjour.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive.
Elle est contente.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
Ouais, ouais, ouais. Bon, on va lui faire du lèche, mais un truc de malade.
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet, For centuries, the Foresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Elle me cuisine, elle me cuisine.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you
C'est exactement ce qu'a fait Sansa aussi.
Clearly her loyalty wavers quite a lot.
If she has any loyalty at all. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
J'ai peur.
Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
D'accord, Tyrion. Merci de le souligner.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster
Oui, on peut.
does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
Elle sourit, elle sourit.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
Non, je sais pas.
She was just following her heart.
Oh mon dieu, je sais pas quoi dire.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to
Ah,
this,
désolé.
I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And
Oui.
if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what
On va la
would you do
satisfaire, hein. De manière, l'autre est au courant de...
then? Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Ouais.
Well said. I was beginning to worry
Marjorie,
you
tu
didn't
sais
have
que
your
j'ai fait
priorities
ça
straight.
pour... hein? Pour toi d'ailleurs.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants,
Pas faux.
which is not very encouraging.
Ah mais qu'est-ce que je lui foutrais bien des baffes.
I'd like a word with you if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Bon, on est avec Tyrion.
I'll walk you out.
Oh merci. Heureusement que t'es là.
This may come as a
Heureusement que t'es
surprise,
là
but
partout
I
dans la
met
série,
your
les
father
livres, tout ça.
once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey.
Ouais,
Poor
j'en ai mal à
Lady
la gueule.
Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I don't particularly like her.
Yet you did your best to please. You'll do well here in King's Landing.
Je sais.
My sister and I have our differences.
Déjà la taille.
Pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my family.
On n'oublie pas l'objectif.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you. And
Mais qu'est-ce que tu veux que je te dise?
Are you willing to risk?
Mais bien sûr.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you?
Eh oui.
I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers.
T'inquiète, je gère. Et j'ai les yeux verts.
Mira, I was
Oh.
worried.
Oh, tu parles? Parce que la dernière fois qu'on s'est vu...
Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It went well.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult.
Ouais, mais moi, je mets tout le monde dans ma poche. Moi, je suis comme ça.
Lady Marjorie
J'ai du
has spent
bagou.
the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah?
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
Put it back.
We're just having a bit of fun.
Oui, bah remets tout ça en place.
It's probably for the best. I've heard he's a bit perverse. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands.
Oh là là.
Although,
Elle a l'air bien
marrying a
cucu,
king,
celle-là aussi.
I can only imagine what that would be like.
Oh putain, qu'est-ce que
Would
j'aime
you
bien
marry
ces gens-là.
Joffrey if it meant you'd
Une
become
Sansa
queen?
en puissance.
He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
Voilà.
I don't want to be queen no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen?
Non, jamais.
You Northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the Seven
Et tu ferais quoi de ton pouvoir?
I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
Ah. Oh, j'ai envie de la taper.
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match.
C'était pas drôle.
Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well? Sarah?
I tried to move them back, my lady.
Ah merde, j'ai fait ma pute.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira.
Ouais, merci.
I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
En même temps, t'as mis les pieds dedans, c'était pour ça, hein, alors s'il te plaît. Arrête, on va pas commencer à te plaindre. Hein.
Do you agree?
J'ai pas écouté.
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly.
Ah, d'accord.
Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to
Ah, mais grave.
I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
C'est le moment, on va lui dire. Vas-y.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Par contre, elle, je me méfie d'elle. Je me méfie de tout le monde ici. Ah non, 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 je peux pas. I can't.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Oh, j'ai peur.
I prefer to speak with you alone.
Désolé, mais bon, déjà j'ai fait ma pute, alors là tu comprends que j'ai pas envie que tu entendes tout, tu vois. Puis déjà c'est mal poli d'écouter les conversations des autres, t'es sérieuse, wesh?
Go on. Ask.
Please, Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath to see my brother bend the knee.
Ramsay? Roose Bolton's bastard?
I fear my family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. But if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown...
That is no small request.
Bah, je
Especially
sais.
now. Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks. And now you would have me ask him to intervene.
Oui, 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 c'est ça à peu près. Résumé, bien résumé, putain. Bah, elle est grave.
Joffrey will not look favorably on such a request.
It is that dire, my lady. I fear for my family's safety.
I don't know, Mira.
On s'en fout de cette
If
blondasse.
Cersei were to find out.
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady.
Ah mais tu feras ton maximum quand même, s'il te plaît. Sois sympa. Beaucoup sympa. Moi j'aime bien toi maintenant, alors fais vite. Bon ben voilà les amis, on va s'arrêter là, ça fait un bon bout de temps pour cette petite épisode, pour ce petit épisode. J'espère qu'il vous aura plu, n'hésitez pas à laisser un j'aime, un commentaire, on se voit du coup dans l'épisode 3 pour la suite. Voilà, je vous fais des bisous, à plus.